All right, so welcome to day one video of remote distance learning. So today I assigned you page 946 to 947, 37 to 48, and I'm just going to go over all the odds with you one at a time. For the first one, hopefully the first thing you did was factor out that negative, and then this would become x squared minus 5x, and then instead of minus 6 will become plus 6. Now here you don't have to do the whole AC method or the bottoms up method. We're just going to break up our binomial like this. And we're still going to think, all right, what are the factors of positive 6 that add up to negative 5? Well, that's going to be minus 2 and minus 3. That should be the first one, x minus 2, x minus 3 with the negative on the outside. And again, it doesn't matter which binomial goes first there. All right, let's look at how you did number 39. So 39, there is a is no longer equal to 1, so you do need to do the AC method or bottoms up. So I'm going to kind of do that new bottoms up method here, and I'm going to just do 4 times 5 is 20. Kind of go like this. We want it to add to negative 12. So two factors that multiply to be 20 that add up to negative 12 would be negative 2 and negative 10. So here we go. We'll write it again. The new way would just be this way. If you remember from a couple weeks ago, it would be k minus 2 parentheses k minus 10. All right. Now, hopefully you remember correctly, and you're thinking you don't divide by the negative 12, not by the 5, but you divide by the 4. So again, I still don't know why this works. So you're left with k minus 1/2 when you simplify or reduce, and k minus 5/2 here. And then bottoms up makes a lot of sense because 2k times 2k gives me 4k squared. So my final answer here is 2k minus the 1, and then 2k minus the 5. That's that one factored for number 39. All right, 41. All right, let's try this one. So negative 3, and yeah, so again, first thing I want to do is get rid of that negative and factor that out. So I'm going to put the negative out here, 3s squared plus 7s plus 2. All right. So that much easier to figure out. So now I'm going to do my my AC is going to be 6. It's going to add up to 7. Thinking 6 times 1. I don't know if you can hear this in the background, but my wife and the kids downstairs are like screaming their heads off. Anyways, so let's go negative here. And yeah, sorry, got a little distracted by that. My daughter Brooke, by the way, guys, is all of a sudden obsessed with YouTube videos about zombies, and it's weird. Not gonna lie, it's really weird. So, anyways, here goes. So we're gonna put s plus 6, s plus 1. All right, I'm going to divide everything by the 3, divide by 3, negative s plus 2, and then this is bottoms up, 3s plus 1, and that should be my complete factored. I'll check my answer here, and that's it. That's the right answer for that one. Number 43, let's see how you did with this one. So again, that pesky negative, we're going to get used to factoring that out. 3x squared plus, minus 14x plus 8 equals 0. So for these, you do need to solve them. So after we get our two binomials, we'll set them equal to 0. So I'm going to make this a negative out here. Keep that there. My binomial is equal to 0. All right. So AC method, we get 24 here. And then we wanted to add up to negative 14. Let's think about that for a second. 24, I'm thinking negative 2 and negative 12. So negative 2, negative 12. That'll work. So let's throw that into here. Again, the new method. You know what? For number 45, I'll do the AC method, the original way, in case that's what you're still doing, because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, this is so addicting doing it this way. So you get x minus 2 and x minus 12. All right, divide by the 3. You're left with bottoms up, 3x minus 2. This simplifies nicely to x minus 4 equals 0. Now, remember, when you set this equal to 0, that's an assumed 1. And if you make that all three factors equal to 0, that -1 can't equal 0. So it's just like not even part of the solution. So you just kind of ignore it. But this can equal 0 because there's a variable. And x minus 4 can equal to 0. So I'm going to add 2, 3x equals 2. So x must equal 2/3. And then over here, when you add 4 to both sides, x equals 4. So those are your solutions there. Okay, cool. Let's try number 45. Let's just make sure I didn't mess that up. Yeah, that's right, 2/3 and 4. Okay, 45. So I'll do the old AC method, which is kind of like by grouping. So let's hope I don't mess this up. So it's 2 times -3 is -6. And I want it to add up to 3. So yes, let's see. I'm thinking, what am I thinking here? 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. That's not, well, what are the factors of 6? We have 3 and 2, 6 and 1. This is not working out the way I wanted it to. Aha! You know why? It's a typo. I knew something was wrong here. This is supposed to be, I copied the question wrong down here, so this is supposed to be -2. That makes a huge difference because I was just going to say that's not factorable. So let's try that again here. So now it's going to be -4. Okay, I see where this is going now. So I want it to add up to 3. So I'm going to try 4 and -1. Okay, much better. Sorry about that. So now I'm going to write this out here. The AC method, 2x squared. I'm going to break this up into plus 4x and then minus 1x, minus 2. Factor by grouping here. I'll pull out a 2. I'm left with x squared. I'm sorry, 2x. And I'm left with x plus 2. Yeah. And then here I'm going to factor out -1. And I'm left with the x plus 2 again. So it's almost, I don't know if I explained this well in class enough, but people I think were still confused. It's like this whole thing is one factor, and this whole thing is another factor. So I'm pulling out, when I factored out, the 2x minus 1, and then leaving the x plus 2, like that. And that equals to 0. A little mental math here. I can set these both equal to 0, and I know when this is equal to 0, I'll be left with -2. And when this is equal to 0, I'll be left with 1/2. So the answer 45 was x equals 1/2 and x equals -2. Remember, you're really solving quadratics if I went and I actually graphed these here, and there would be some type of parabola, and this is like 1/2, that's 1, 2, this is -1, -2. And so you kind of cross, somehow your parabola would look, not a smooth curve, but you get the gist. It would cross there. All right, 47. Hope you're understanding this at home, and even took me a couple minutes to kind of regain what we did a couple weeks ago. So let's try this one. So this one is not equal to 0, so hopefully you added 15m to both sides. Aha, so we're left with 16m squared. Keep the degree the same order, plus 15m minus 1 equals 0. Okay, hopefully I have no typos here. So now I want to go AC method. I'm going to go back to the other way because, again, it's satisfying and it's addicting to just, I don't know why it works, but I like it. So here goes, -16. I got to add up to 15. So I'm going to make this a positive 16 and a -1. I'm going to go m plus 16 m minus 1 equals, it's been a long time since I've done math here. All right, yep, okay, here we go. Dividing everything by 16. That's nice, I think. Yeah, wow, weird. It works though, because this is m plus 1, and this is 16m bottoms up minus 1 equal to 0. Let's double check that there. If I FOILed it, 16m squared. 16m, that would be negative 1m. That would add up to, yeah. By golly, it works. All right, so our solutions here, I won't be lazy. I'll write the two equations. I'm left with m equals negative 1 and m equals plus 1 to both sides, and divide by 16. 1/16. So your answers there were, for this quadratic, negative 1 and 1/16. Double checking my answer, and it's good. All right. So again, we will be in touch tomorrow with the Google Chat. You're my first period of the day that we're trying this with the Google Hangouts. If you're listening to this, I think I'm going to delete the actual link and put it on Google Classrooms like 10 minutes before. I was notified by someone that you can possibly actually go into the Hangout. I don't know why you'd want to without a teacher there. So yeah, so I will adjust that. You guys have a good night. Stay safe, and we will see each other remotely tomorrow at 8:45. See ya.